Hello Capricorn. Welcome to your January 2022 reading. I mixed the cards off camera, but I'll do it once more on camera for good measure. I'm going to be doing a general reading love spread for your general romance forecast, and then I'm going to do a one-on-one relationship spread. I will also be picking cards from Spirit from my bird's eye view of the situation. And then I will be picking some sex tarot cards. And then I'll be picking some cards from your person if you have a specific person in mind. And then finally we'll close with some angel advice cards. Okay, so Capricorn, this is your past, present, future 3 to 4 months out. This is you in a nutshell. This is your environment. This is your hopes and or your fears. And this is your 12-month outcome. Let's see. So, it looks like you're having to carry a lot of the weight in the relationship. You might even be kind of, in the past, tired and exhausted from it. Like you had to do it, but you wanted to give up. And you have Plutus in reverse, which normally would be good about wealth and abundance and overflowing, but it's kind of like you weren't overflowing, like the energy was clogged up. There might have been money troubles within the relationship that caused you to carry most of the weight. Maybe your partner got laid off. Present. We got the Page of Swords reversed. And we got Perseus gifts. So the pages tend to be messengers of the courts. I almost feel like something happened in the relationship where someone expected a certain gift and they didn't get it. Maybe they were snooping and spying on the other person's like credit cards or their purchase lists, and they thought something was going to be given to them, but it went to someone else. Maybe they were waiting for that specific gift. They thought it was finally going to be given to them. Maybe they got the wrong idea. I don't know, if maybe something as bizarre as like they thought they were going to get a wedding ring and they didn't. But yeah, something happened. One of you guys feels like an opportunity was missed. The ball was dropped. They wanted something. They wanted more attention. They wanted the whole package, but they didn't get it. And that could be metaphoric to your life too. Sometimes this card is known as like a spy card too. This is your 3 to 4 month future. We got the Strength card and we got the Trojan Horse Trickery. This card just keeps coming up today. So it looks like in the future in your romantic forecast, you're going to be having the strength and the courage to do something, to stand your ground, to make a change, to stop falling for someone's tricks and BS. You know, someone might say something just to get past your guard, get past, you know, the guard you have on your heart or maybe in your home, and they keep getting in, and you're going to finally tell them, no, I don't want that kind of crap anymore. I deserve better. This is you in a nutshell. We got Athena, the protectress, and we got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, Athena's a pretty strong card. She's a strong warrior. She was born with all of her armor on when she emerged from her father, Zeus. She also has the head of Medusa. Medusa being a very strong female character. That's one of her weapons. The head. Yeah, so it looks like you feel like you're ready to change, you're ready to move on, your mind is changing. You're starting to have clearer thoughts. They might not be the most mature, fully established thoughts, but they're getting better. They're getting clearer. And you want to take care of yourself, guard yourself. You want to not trust untrustworthy people. Here we got the environment. So the environment is not necessarily something you can control, but the weather outside will determine if you can go out, stay in, or if you have to put on a raincoat and go out anyways. So we got the Page of Cups reversed, and we got challenges. So right off the bat, it does not look like a very good, nurturing environment for love for you right now, Capricorn. There might be too much competition, too many things that keep cropping up and wanting to bite you. Too dangerous outside right now. Not a place to look for love. In fact, no one's even offering love in the environment, whether it's a social group or work. They're just holding it back right now. Not just to you, to anyone. So this is your hopes or your fears, and it looks like you have one of each. You fear a relationship of imbalance with the Six of Pentacles reversed. You fear a relationship where you have to do all the work and pay for everything. You're fearing a relationship where someone won't give in equal to the relationship. You won't want to have to put in all the time, effort, and money into the relationship, and the other person just like lay back and not do anything. Reasonable fear. And it looks like you're hoping for a relationship that's going to be fun, joyous, where you could take them to parties, take them to hang out with your friends, and they're going to get along and not have to be like one of those people that just never goes out, or they seem miserable at the party. You want them to be the life of the party. We got your 12-month outcome. Prometheus. It's come out several times in this January reading for different people. Prometheus is a human who kind of like sneaks his way into the social circus of Zeus, kind of trying to pretend to be his friend and be honorable, but he's actually just wanting to steal the fire. He wants to steal the fire and give it to the rest of the humankind. The fire is known as wisdom and, warmth, and gives us the power to take care of ourselves. That's why he's cunning, sneaky. So your 12-month outcome doesn't look too good. I'm not too happy to say that. It feels like someone's going to be sneaking around, and you might actually feel like you get kicked out to the curb. They're going to really make you feel abandoned, cold. It could be you that does that too, maybe. I mean, either way. Yeah. This is not a nice card to have, but, I've lived it too. You'll get through it. Alright, I guess the good news is it's 12 months away, so it's January 1st right now. The next January is when you might be feeling out in the cold. You do have time to change the direction you're going if that's not where you want to go. Okay, let me pause the video and shuffle the cards for your one-on-one relationship spread. Okay, I shuffled the cards off camera, but I'll do it one more time on camera. Okay, so this is your one-on-one spread if you have a specific person in mind. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover or a romantic interest. It could also be a friend, coworker, someone else with a relationship. Just translate it to that kind of context. Alrighty. Well, right off the bat, I'm going to say this looks like a love relationship, even if that's what you weren't expecting. It could be romantic love if it's like, yeah, well, it's most likely romantic love, but if it was like you and your grandma, then it's just, you're getting back, in touch maybe with them. But I'll read it as a romantic one. You'll have to translate it for yourself. So typically on the left side is the current you, and typically on the right side is the person you are thinking of. So it looks like right now you feel like, in general, jeez, well, you have Icarus, inexperience, upside down, and then you got the Five of Cups upside down. It feels like you've been tossed out to the corner. Typically the story is like, the father makes these wings and Icarus, his wings melt off because he goes too high, but out of context it just looks kind of like this guy just tossed him aside out of context to that story, and he's not having a good time falling back down to earth. And this guy's grieving over here. He's grieving about the Three of Cups. He's grieving about the lost good times. He's not realizing that he has Two of Cups still behind him. Two of Cups being like union. So for your person, we've got the Nine of Swords and Penelope, reunion. So if you are not with this person right now, it looks like they are thinking of reunion. They are probably anxious, not getting a lot of sleep, wondering, crying, how did this go wrong? It looks like you're both not doing too good. They might have been the one that tossed you out, in fact, and they're probably regretting it. But yeah, they're wondering, like, can a situation come back that they're not in right now? You wouldn't be wanting reunion if you weren't in union right now. The union being the Two of Cups. Okay, we got your past shared energy, present shared energy, and your future shared energy. And look, you got the Three of Cups here. Okay. So you got in the past, you guys were working together. You might have even been working on home improvements, as literal as it looks like, or working together in the same, like for the same employer, working on projects together, very hands-on, working on money, working on physical material things in the house. We got the Horai upside down. That's typically about divine timing, things happening exactly when they should. A time for when things happen, a time when things settle, a time as it rotates around, times for different things in your life. It could have been the timing was off between you guys. But you were trying to give it your best shot, trying to work it out. That's in your past. So this is the present shared energy between you guys. I'm almost surprised these didn't come out together. But okay. You got the Eight of Swords, and you got Hephaestus, workmanship. I just read Hephaestus with the other person, but yeah, he's not the best looking guy, but he's damn good at his craft. He can make anything with his two hands, and everyone knows and respects him for that. And I believe he was also married to Aphrodite. So even though he's not the best looking, he gets the beauty. Well, anyways. Yeah, it looks like you guys in your shared energy feel trapped. Feel like you don't have anywhere to go, you don't have any options, but you don't realize you do have options. It's just up to you to wiggle out from your bindings, take off your mask, and realize you could just walk forward or backward, walk to the castle where there is stability. You don't have to be like puddling around in your emotions that are just all muddy and ugly. It looks like you guys are trying to work things out. You might be maybe just thinking about working things out right now and not actually taking the action, but you're trying to figure it out while you're blindfolded. But there is some sort of plan to get things to get, how can this relationship work out again? How can it come back together? What physical actions, steps do I need to take to do that? And the good news is, it looks like whatever kind of thinking you're doing, even though it might be overthinking, it is still thinking. It looks like it's going to pay off for you in the future shared energy. It looks like the good times will be back between you guys. This is a card about reunion, celebration, food, drinks, family fun, getting out, doing social things. And we got the card Eros here, desire. He's the god of sex, passion, creativity, creation, beauty. He's actually, depending on the origin story you read about him, he could be the son of Aphrodite. Normally when cards are upside down, it's either like blocked or the opposite of, or to the extreme. But I'm going to take it as to the extreme. So it could be that you guys are having a good, fun, sexy time in the future. If it was alone, I would say maybe lacking passion, but since it's with this good card, I'm going to take it into that context. So, yeah, if you guys are in this disunion right now, which it looks like you are, it looks like you are going to be able to work things out in the future. Okay. Isn't that nice? Okay. I'm going to pull some oracle cards out from Spirit. This will give us a bird's eye view of the situation. Okay. So yeah, when the card's upside down, that's either blocked, the opposite of, or to the extreme. We'll figure it out as we read these cards. Trust. It's safe to trust the situation. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are now needed. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Vulnerability. You could be completely open with this person. So yeah, if there's a specific person in mind, or if you're just kind of worried about your romantic forecast in general, I mean, honestly, these cards look pretty good, because sometimes these cards come out and they look kind of dark, but these are looking pretty good. It looks like you're in a situation, kind of want to put this over here, where you can just trust the situation's going to work out. You've already seen in the cards that it will work out, so you don't have to worry about it so much. The person does love and care about you, and you've done all the work, so maybe you gotta let them come to you, let them figure it out, and that can be the lesson you're needing to learn. Letting them come meet you halfway. Yeah, because there's boundaries. Maybe that's the boundary issue you have, that you always go to them and they don't go to you. Not too shabby right here. So. I'm gonna pull. Let me pull these sex cards first before I do the cards from your person. And it's a general reading, so I mean, these might be hit or miss for you. You could also just take it or leave if you don't want this part. So you or the person you're thinking of might be interested in one of these, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. Water sports, so that's playing in a tub, pool, ocean, some sort of water is involved. Submit to me. They might want you to do some sort of power play, like BDSM, master sub. Endless pleasure. Someone seems to really want some endless pleasure, like you stay up all night and that's all you do is have some good fun. fellatio, oral sex towards a male. Sexty. Looks like someone's really wanting you to sex them. Send them pictures, words, hints, whatever you can. Let them know throughout the day that you're thinking of them and what you want to do to them when they come home at night. Dancing. This could be either they want to go out and dance with you at a club, or maybe they want to do some sort of private dancing with you at home. Maybe one of you guys could even try doing some sort of, I don't know, is it like lap dance or strip dancing at home? Ooh, you got Ask Me. It's not on the cards, so they got something. I have this whole stack of cards, and it was something I was not able to think about. Oh, this one came out. It might be BDSM related because that popped out when I picked it up. Something very kinky came out there. Moan for me. They might actually like the sound of your voice, the sound when you climax, the sound of you feeling pleasure. I know men in general tend to be very quiet in having sex. I think it's like a demasculating to make noise and express themselves, and it's really frustrating, but it's really nice for me as feedback to hear that I'm doing a good job. So it might be nice for one or both of you guys to make some more noise when things are going right. Let them know. Body hair. It seems like one of you guys are an earth sign after all, like body hair. Maybe you like how it smells, how it feels. Not everyone's into shaving, and sometimes people like it looking natural. It makes them feel more mature. Toys. One or both of you guys might like playing toys. And I do have a batteries required one, but this is actually doesn't specify the battery, so it could be any kind of toy, whether it's a feather whip or any kind of toy, just to mix it up. And don't forget with BDSM in here and submit to me. So it seems like one of you guys has a little secret. Someone wants some power play, because sex is in the mind also. It's not necessarily all about the physical, if that makes sense. You could also just try watching, what is that? 50 Shades of Grey. It's a good starting point if you have nothing else. And there's also The Secretary. That's a pretty good one too. Okay. My Capricorns. So these are cards from a specific person to you. Do you still want me around? I projected my unhappiness on you. Oof. I do wish you well. That's nice. I pretend you don't mean much. You broke my heart. I lost myself for a while. I need security. Interesting. So, I mean, the relationship spread did say that you guys were in disunion. These cards don't necessarily mean that you're in disunion, but it does look like you might be at least not eye to eye right now. I guess, yeah, you broke my heart. Maybe someone did something that was not expected, and they're trying to pretend like it doesn't matter. They're trying to like push their emotions to the side, and yeah, that feels like a win if they don't think about you, but they still think about you because they're pretending. You can't lie to yourself. You know, in the end, you know truly inside that you do miss someone. And it's nice that they do wish you well. It seems that they are recognizing that they projected unhappiness onto you, and that might have been what made some of this stuff crumble apart. And they're asking you generally, do you want me around? Because, like, I mean, they don't think you do, but I mean, if you're willing to consent to them being around, you know, let them know. They're gonna assume silence means nothing. Like, silence means I don't want you around. Silence means emptiness. Like, it's over. Ooh, what the hell? Okay. It's interesting. I pulled a few more cards. I am just a karmic. I've never seen this one actually come out before, but it came out for this person. And karmic means like a karmic relationship where a spiritual lesson was agreed between you guys on the spiritual plane, or you was consented to learn a tough but hard lesson that would benefit both of you guys. Not necessarily that you guys would be forever in your lives, but you would be very intensely in your lives for a specific fixed point of time. Put a ring on it. Interesting. It seems like they're asking you to offer marriage, get married. Oh. Perhaps they're wanting an open marriage, or to have, was it polyamory? Not that you have to accept that. You could say, no, that's not for me. I moved on. I did not want to see the truth. I couldn't make a choice. Again, probably because they liked having their options. I don't deserve love. And that's how they feel, whether they deserve it or not, you know. I am guilty. Can we talk? Again, they're asking. Submit to me. So it does seem like one of you guys likes it kinky. Okay, let me just pull these cards for advice to you, Capricorn. Ametrine. That is amethyst and citrine mixed in the same stone. It's very pretty. Balancing masculine and feminine energies. Let me just adjust my leg. It's falling asleep. Okay. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you, and allow your masculine side to give you some confidence. Yeah, I know amethyst and citrine are both fairly affordable stones. I don't know if the mixed ametrine is affordable. It probably is. But yeah, if you want to wear that in a jewelry, ring, necklace, put it in your pocket as a physical reminder to you to balance your masculine and feminine sides. Yellow and purple are opposite sides on a color wheel. If you don't have the stones, you could also try wearing the colors yellow and purple, like at the shirt. Or paint it. Put a painting on your wall. Gifts from God. Archangel Sandophon. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive them. We got, again, yellow and purple going on here. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Again, it kind of feels like a yellow and purple is part of the card, but yeah. Yeah, when you touch passion, you don't if you say you're lacking passion in your romance department, you could try to find passion with painting, cooking, even if sometimes you like cleaning or hobbies, whatever you think gets you kind of, what gets your heart going to a concert. Because once you start touching passion, that energy wavelength, you'll start touching it in other areas of your life. It'll start to spill out, and eventually it'll hit your bedroom. If the bedroom is where you want. Let it go. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. So this is actually a job, career, hobby card, but I did pick one of these, and the message does seem to make sense for your context. Sometimes walking away from them helps them figure out what they really want. And you can't really do much about it until they decide to come back anyway, so you might as well think of something else. Okay, we've got Aries battle. Aries. Aries is the son of Zeus and Hera. He is the god of war and embodies not only the spirit but also the blood and the guts of the fight. Often thought of as the butcher, Aries does not govern the strategy of war, but rather the physical aspect of the fight. Ooh, we got a long message here. Alrighty. Aries is here to remind you that you may need to take a step back and see what is occurring in your life. It is dangerous to immerse yourself in the heat of the battle without the sense of how and why you got there. It is equally dangerous to remain oblivious to the need for battle when you are in danger of losing yourself and your ground. It may be necessary for you to fight for this time, but if you must undertake what you are fighting and why in order to choose a beneficial course for action. Fighting for what you believe is right may be very important, but standing for your own truth must be as important as achieving the desired outcome. It is very important that you are not fighting just to protect and nurture an injured ego, as proving that you are right or better is not as noble as the reason to fight. If that is the reason you are fighting, you need to let the injury go and focus on the other opportunities which to invest your energy. Also, be very careful to not butcher your way through the things and people you love. This is not the way to get things done. If passions are running high, it is important to not take your aggression out on those who love you and support you. Sometimes we can't fight for what we really are angry at, and we take it out on other targets. If you have pulled this card, it is time to fight for yourself, your ground, and your loved ones, or your beliefs, but don't fight blindly. You need to understand what is happening and why. Analyze the true motivations. Discover what is driving your battle. After examination, if the battle still seems like it is based on your personal truth and integrity, then move forward with a calm, strong action and a clear state of mind. I know that was long, but I guess someone had to hear the whole thing. Alright, one more quickie thing. If you have a question about timing, when will something happen? I'll give you two cards, A and B. You could choose two separate questions, for one for A, one for B, or you could choose between A and B for a single question. So here we go. We got A and we got B. 9 months and August. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Capricorn, for joining me. I'll be back next month if you have anything else you want to snoop on. Okay, bye.